Welcome everybody, welcome back. We are just going to take a look at the newsletter really quick. Again, the Google link and the PDF will be attached. Really quickly, this coming week, the 15th through the 21st, you can see we're heading from a very thin waning crescent for Sunday and Monday right to new moon on the 17th, and then a waxing thin crescent all the way up through the 21st. 21st, it's getting a little bit bigger as we begin to move toward first quarter. But this is a great week for deep sky observing. You're going to see that in the report here. Let's see. The week marks the dark sky window for the month, providing ideal conditions for deep sky observing and sketching and imaging. As the week progresses, a delicate young crescent will return to the western evening sky. Take advantage of these dark evenings now as the sun continues to set later each day toward our March shift in daylight savings time. So comets this week. Again, Skyhound comet chasing, the link's there. Also from Starwalk you can get there. This week's highlight is on comet C2024 E1 Wirchos, which begins its closest approach to Earth on the 17th. Great southern sky object from the southern hemisphere. If you're low enough in the States, give it a try. You can see also the table for upcoming comets I've put back in there. Lunar observing this week, not so much. You're going to get some things on the Terminator with the crescent as it begins to be along. So as it moves out of its new phase, then it reappears as a beautiful evening crescent. 15th, 16th, thin crescent mornings. It's a delicate 6 to 12% illuminated crescent just before sunrise. 17th, new moon, dark sky for the month. And 18th through 21st, young waxing crescent returns. Look for that thin waxing crescent in the western sky shortly after sunset. It's a prime target for Earthshine, where the dark portion of the moon glows from reflected light. It's really beautiful to see if you haven't seen that. Mercury this week for astronomical highlights is at its greatest elongation on the 19th. It's its farthest point from the sun, making it the best evening of the year to spot it in the western twilight. So if you have clear skies on the 19th and want to see Mercury, get out, low horizon, nail it. Neptune and Saturn conjunction on the 15th, a rare close approach where Neptune sits just 9 degrees north of Saturn. It is going to be low in the sky though. Moon and planetary meetups, the 18th and 19th, the young moon will join Mercury, Venus, and Saturn in a tight cluster in the western sky in the early evening. Jupiter Europa transit on the 15th, 16th. Europa transit, Jupiter's disk starting around midnight, followed by its shadow, midnight my time, mountain time. Also, just so you know, planetary parade is coming on the 28th. They'll be lined up about the half hour after sunset. Begin to put that in your calendar. Here's the table for where you can see the major planets. The only one that I didn't include in the table was Uranus, which is right below the Pleiades. So I should have added that in there, but the finder chart's there. You can see Uranus right now. It's beautiful to see. Neptune's fading really down and going to be gone pretty quick with Saturn. So deep sky objects. I've left the deep sky objects from last week for this week just because it's still prime time to go after these objects. I have the beginning, the intermediate, the advanced, and the recommended imaging targets again for this week, and also the challenging objects. I've left them the same. I didn't update them. I just felt going into this new moon period, these are the things that you might want to go off after. Also, I just put up a observing guide on Leo. So the link's there. If you haven't seen that, go over there. Wonderful, plenty of objects to go after there as well. Okay, you can go after the Taurus guide that I put in, or I'll be putting up one on Gemini. All great things to go after. Double stars this week: Castor, Olmec, Rigel, B Monocerotis, Ceres B the Pup, Leonus, and the Winter Alberio in Canis Major. Again, the Winter Alberio, well worth going. Here's the finder chart for Sirius. For the Pup, you can see that right now at 2026, we are at a great time for you to get that separation. As we go further into the rest of the decade, you will see that it's just going to get real close. It's going to get harder and harder as we move forward. You got about 10 years, I think, before you really, 10, 15 years before it really is a big impact. Jupiter, king of the sky, still probably the best naked eye. Venus now in the twilight is good. Mercury's up. Orion the Hunter is always good to look at. And then, of course, we have the winter hexagon and triangle, which I've left there. News roundups. Just go to the 4 stories I posted yesterday. Not going to include them in the newsletter anymore. And that's just a quick hit on the newsletter. Hopefully, if you want them, come and take a look, get a copy. And really encourage you to see that guide on Leo. It's a really good one. We'll catch you later. Gonna go and get ready to pack up. I'm gonna try to get out tonight. It's not looking good, but the forecast is for clear. It's gonna be dewy, so I'm taking my dew controls tonight. Have a good one. We'll catch you later. I'll talk to you on the other side.